time to meet the famous Bert. Bert's Bees fame. Come on. There's Bert.
I said, you know, Cliff, I said, the wheels started turning. And he said, I said to him, I said, you know, I said, back in those early days, there was a woman fell off there. Oh, Jesus, yeah, he says, my parents warned us kids, he says, never to go over that railroad bridge because somebody fell off and killed themselves.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, my name is Herbert Ralph Topcliffe.
You were born here, I understand?
I was born in Victoria, and in late 1917. I didn't remember anything until 1920, about 2.5 years old. Then things started to click. My brother, who was 12 years older than I was, got a job out in the woods. And the engineer on the steam donkey was a beekeeper. And so he asked my brother if he was interested in bees. And so my brother said, oh yeah. So anyway, he showed him how to go out and find bees. Now, there's quite a little knack to going out. You don't go out and wander around looking at this tree and that tree for a decadent tree with a. You got a box, what we used to call a bee box, and you put a piece of honeycomb in it, and you made up a small batch of sugar syrup, and you filled the cells with this sugar syrup. Then you took a drinking glass, just an ordinary drinking glass, and you went out and you placed this bee box on a stump or a log or whatever, and you took this drinking glass and you found a honeybee on a clover or fireweed, whatever, and you would capture it, and the bee would fly up into the drinking glass. So you put your hand underneath. It wouldn't sting you, it's buzzing up. And you'd take it over to this piece of honeycomb, and you would sit it on the honeycomb. Then you would take your cap, or your hat, whatever, which was dark, and you'd place over the glass, drinking glass. Now when it was dark, the bee would go down. No reason why he should fly up anymore. He'd go down, and the moment he tasted this sugar syrup, boy, this was a real find. So when the buzzing stopped, you would peek under your hat and you'd see him eating, and you would gently lift your hat off, and then the drinking glass, and then back away. And then when he was finished, he would take his front legs and clean his tongue off. Then he would take flight. And first of all, the flight was little round circles, just small ones, and then they got bigger and bigger and bigger until it was maybe 30 or 40 feet around. And then he'd head for home. Then you would take your pocket watch out and time it to see how long he took from going from your box to home, coming back. And by the length of time he took, told you how far away his home was, which is quite interesting. As I say, my brother, he said yes. So Joe Silvers was the chap's name. He showed him how to do this, and Frank went out and found himself a bee tree. This was a green tree, but had a cavity in it. And so consequently, the beekeeper went out with him and they felled the tree. and they opened it up, and they transferred the combs from the hollow into the frames of the modern beehive, and tied them in, the combs, and put them in the hive. And then after they were finished, they would close the hive up, and the bees were, at this time, where most of them were off the combs, but clung to the tree, or their cavity where they were. Mm-hmm. And you would take your smoker. I don't know if you know what a smoker is, but you'd take your smoker, and you could herd them around like a flock of sheep. By starting in behind them, and they would start heading. You'd put the hive down where they could get up into, and you could herd them right into the hive just like a flock of sheep. Yeah. And then that's the first thing I remember is my brother Frank bringing those bees home to where Demex is, where they were living where Demex is today, and placing the hive there. And I was so enthralled with those bees, watching those bees as a little small kid. I'd get stung and go howling into the house, and well, it's your own fault. Keep away from them. But no, couldn't keep away from them. And so consequently, that was my first remembrance of honeybees. And they've been in my life practically ever since.